Thank you. And I think what I discuss right now is like an example of Professor Julie just show. Brazilian right now, unfortunately, is a case for all this misinformation and denial of science that we are living at this time in Brazil. So we will discussing a little bit about this political and religious determination of, especially in the hesitation of vaccination in Brazil. So I will talk a little bit about the negationism, the denial movement that comes from the central power in Brazil. This is the biggest problem right now. And the coronavirus, the COVID-19, the denial movement came from all of the place, from the political, from the religious, and it's very strange, but came from medical authorities too. So we have an environment in Brazil right now. There is a very danger for vaccination and anti-vax movement. And I will try to finish with our reaction of the scientific activism of society, of the scientific society, and independent research too. So this denial movement, the negationism in the central power, came from our president. So it's a very, very power information that came from him. And I'm just point out the speech that he did all over this COVID-19 time, only about vaccination. It has a lot of misinformation from mask, from social distance, but I will focus on the vaccination. So he speak loud that he didn't get the vaccine. He will not get the vaccine. He don't believe in the efficacy of the vaccine because this vaccine, the COVID-19 vaccine was very fast. They didn't have the efficacy, and so he didn't believe that. And the most amazing sentence that he said that it's like a strange, but it's real. He said that if you got the shot, you can become an alligator. So this can be like a nonsense sentence, nonsense phrase, but as Dr. Julie said, for a very special group of our indigenous people, this has an important message because they believe that we can turn yourself in an animal. And right now we have the indigenous people with hesitation for vaccine that you never have this before in Brazil. So this is what we are living, we are doing, we are passing in Brazil. So this is the picture of the launch of the national vaccination campaign in Brazil in the end of December. And you can see here is the president without mask, the Minister of Health without mask, and this is a very important, it's a mascot of the national vaccination campaign in Brazil since 1986. We call Zé Gotinha, is his name, the name of the mascot. And it's a very important symbol for our children, for our vaccination campaign. He is in all vaccination campaigns since the 80s. And he is wearing the mask. And beside beside him as the director of the national immunization campaign in Brazil that's wearing a mask. And you can saw in the background, there's a lot of politicians, people from parliament, that some using mask, and another they are not with mask. So this was in the national media for everybody see, and he almost never use mask, never. So this is an important message for our people here right now, that the mask doesn't matter. And this denial movement has some another part, as I told you, and I will pass very fast about this. Right now, as I told you, the indigenous people, they are very hesitate with the COVID-19 vaccine. There's some, I would say, tribals that doesn't want to be vaccinated. They are refuse this because all this fake news that is in Brazil right now around the COVID-19 vaccination. This is a religions. I put some newspaper media on to see what is heaven, what is doing in Brazil right now, what is happening. This is a a spiritual leader, religious leader that are saying that in the vaccine we have the virus from HIV, and the vaccine, there's a plan that for everybody that receives the vaccine to get HIV disease. There's a lot of misinformation, and this religion, this special religion, they are being persecuted by the law because what they are saying for all his audience. So it's what we are facing right now here, and we have beside the president that's saying a lot of nonsense and fake news sentence, we are the religious leaders influence the indigenous people to not get the COVID-19 vaccination. This is the whole picture that we are facing right now. And about the vaccination, we have another problem here. This is a Twitter from the president that was the violate, and you can see that the Twitter by the president was violate the law because they are fake news saying that we have a treatment for COVID-19, and the most danger in Brazil right now is that the Brazilian government use our money, the public money, to promote a treatment that in the science was not proved yet. So the in this treatment right now, and they are promote this. So this is the big picture. And beside that, the medical council, the federal medical council in Brazil, they are together with the president saying that this treatment can be doing for Brazilian people. So they right now, they have to be explained because we are in a lot of fight, a political fight here, and people and other societies, other medical societies, scientific society, they are against this movement, proving that we didn't have yet any early treatment for COVID-19, and this is very danger when people believe that if they took some medication, they are fine and they can go outside without mask, without doing social distance, and so on. So this is the picture right now. And I'll show very quick the reaction of the scientific society. We, the most difficult part is how to confront this nonsense, this phrase, this fake news, that there's no any rely with with reliant. So this is very, very difficult to us to fight against this. But many scientific society, as Abrasco, Rede TB, the Medical Society of Immunology, Medical Society of Infectology and Pneumology, a lot of scientific society came together to try to fight against this fake news, because we are alone, we are weaker. We cannot fight like with the center power, with all the media that they have, and the importance that the speaker of them has in our society. So we create a website to fight with this fake news. And in this website, we have a lot of information that it's about what Julie said, came with this part, try to make this fight against this fake news in the way that the fake news are building. We construct the same way. So it's easy to send, like for the social media. In Brazil, the WhatsApp is the biggest problem for the fake news. The fake news goes very fast in this social media. So we are doing a lot of material to go with this media too. So this was our plan, and we work together with this, and we call with this movement that is like all for the vaccines. So we have a lot of actors, singers, and a lot of scientists that came together with this movement in Brazil. And beside that, what we can do when you are the most important influence, the central power of the president, our government, are spread the fake news. We join together with other research, and we sign for an impeachment for the president, saying all this crime that he did against the health, against our constitution. And right now we are the impeachment is in the parliament, and you see what we will have in the next month in Brazil. So we call the victor of the science, because in the first days in Brazil of the vaccination day in Brazil, we have this picture. This is, we start with the health professional and the oldest people, and we can see the lines, which is terrible because we don't have like a very good organization, but the people went to the vaccination day, and this is the first nurse that was vaccination in Brazil. And right until now, we are much more people that are going and looking for the vaccination than people that are saying that we are not going to get the vaccine. So I think in the end, the balance is much better, instead of everything that was happened in this year, in 2020, and in beginning of this year in Brazil. So this is the campaign, and a lot of trying to fight with the fake news. And this is the alligator of the president, and the Zé Gotinha that was right now ran hand of this. And this is a nurse that put his alligator fantasy to got the shot. So we can be we can laugh off with all this horrible thing that we are having. And this finally, I put the child chicken to show that in the same time that we have so many light with the science, we have this darkness of the misinformation and all these bad things. And this is my mother and my father got the shot just today. So thanks the science, and thank you very much for having me here. Thank you.